What's going on, guys? It's Trevor Plays here, back again with another My Hero Academia episode review. This is for episode 11, or in total 49, One for All. So this episode actually starts off pretty cool because it starts off with All Might talking to his master, Nana Shimura. So we finally get to see Nana Shimura animated. We get to see her face, we get to hear her voice actress and everything. And for, obviously I watched the English dub, but I have watched the sub as well. So, I will probably watch the sub later and see, how her, voice actress sounds. But I did watch it in dub. So, the English dub, voice actress, her voice fit the character perfectly. I thought, her voice sounded like that's what the character would sound like, so they did a really good job at casting her. But let's get on with it. So, obviously at the start of this, we see, All Might talking to Nana Shimura, talking about how he wants to be the symbol of peace and all this stuff. And then the whole episode turns and pans back over to the Kamino ward, and we see Deku and Shoto talking to each other on their phones, saying what happened and where they're at. And Shoto says that he and Momo are walking with the crowd while some of the pro heroes are escorting people out of the town and all that. And Deku says that his group is over at the station. So there's that. They're at the train station or whatever, but they can't get out because the station's not working or whatever. But then it pans over to All Might fighting All for One, and while All for One was being pushed down by All Might in the last episode, he's just talking to him now. And because he's talking to him, he's like talking trash about Nana Shimura and all this other stuff. So it makes All Might remember, his master, Nana Shimura, and he tells him to keep her name out of his filthy mouth, which I thought was a perfect line because, he's All for One looks disgusting. So yeah. But after that, we see that there is some news helicopters and everything, and we see that while the fight with All Might and Gran Torino, All Might, Gran Torino, and All for One is being broadcasted throughout the world on TV, so everyone has opinions about this, like how come All for One is so strong? How come All Might is losing? Everybody's still thinking that heroes suck now and all this other stuff. So then we see that not only is everybody watching, that everybody also includes some of Class 1A students. And they are watching and they are in shock of what's happening because there is somebody that is stronger than All Might, and they're shocked by that because it's All Might. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got with that one. But because of that, because all this stuff is being broadcasted, and apparently there were still a few people still left in some of the buildings nearby, that a woman nearby in the background behind All Might started crawling out, and All for One wanted to attack her and kill her and whatever. So All Might stops it, and because he stops it, All Might's true form is revealed to the whole world. Everybody sees All Might as almost skeleton looking and sunken eyes and all this other stuff, and it's everyone's first time seeing All Might like this. Now, obviously because Deku knows about it, he's oh no, All Might's secret and all this other stuff, but that's that. And even though in his while in his weakened state, All For One goes on to, keep nagging or just like provoke All Might, and he finally reveals who Tomura Shigaraki really is. And we find out in this episode that Tomura Shigaraki is none other than Nana Shimura's grandson, All Might's master's grandson. And because of that, All Might is in shock because he said, what would she say if she was here, knowing how he ended up and what All Might is doing as well. But because of that, while he's in a shock state, the woman who was behind him or whatever said, you can't give up, All Might. Everyone's counting on you. We still trust you. You're still the #1 hero. You're still our symbol of peace. So, because of that, then we pan over to everybody watching on TV, and we see everyone cheering for All Might even though he's in his weakened state. Some of the people in the background said, All Might, he's still All Might, right? Even though he's weak, he's in a weakened state, he's still All Might. We know All Might and stuff like that. So we still that we cut back over to the battlefield, and none other than Endeavor and Edgeshot show up to help All Might, because apparently while they were still fighting the Nomus and stuff, and they finished, Sukauchi, the police officer, told them to go help All Might because he knew eventually that All Might would be in his weakened state. So there's that. But not only did Endeavor and Edgeshot show up, all the other pro heroes that were on this mission were helping out. So we had, from Best Genius team, the only one that was still like moving, I think, was Tiger, but I think maybe Gang Orca as well, but I don't think we saw him. So Kamui Woods came over, picked up Best Genius and Mount Lady, and then Edgeshot and Endeavor started helping All Might in fighting All For One, but they only were doing minimal stuff, trying to encourage All Might to come on. You're still the symbol of peace. You're still the #1 hero. You have to do this. So then finally, here's the big climax of the episode. All Might and All For One clash. They finally clash again, and this time it's even greater than before. But it was a hard-fought battle because the way that it happened is All Might was fighting, but he was only fighting with his right side, and then after that he pulled a fast one on All For One and transferred his power from his right arm to his left arm, so his right arm got broken, and then he punched All For One, and obviously it didn't do anything. But then that's when All For One's all like, oh, that nice punch, but it didn't do anything. But what happened next is, well, to land off with the finishing blow, All Might uses all of his power that's left, because he didn't really use, he wasn't using 100% or whatever to begin with. He's like, so then he's like, well, because the reason why All For One said that it didn't really do much or anything, and then All Might said, well, that's because I didn't put my back into it. And he goes like this with this thing, and then I don't even know why. Okay, yeah. And then he does his fist, and he does the United States of Smash on All For One and knocks him out. All Might is the winner of this fight, even though he's lost one for all, and that's pretty much how the ending of the episode goes. But the rest of the episode was some of the heroes were trying to rescue all the people that were still in the damaged buildings and stuff. It was still being broadcasted, and All Might goes to, and after losing his powers fully, he points at the camera, but in the direction that it's shown on TV, his finger is pointing towards Deku. And with that, his last words of being All Might, the #1 hero, he says, "Now it's your turn." And because of that, Deku tears up and cries and knows that All Might doesn't have his powers anymore. He's just a old man now, and now it's up to Deku to become the next one for all user and master its power, and do what he's pretty much been doing. So there's that, and I don't know why this isn't focusing. Focus camera. There we go. All right. So you guys, that's pretty much the end of the episode review and the episode as well. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this review video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave some comments down below. If you're new to the channel and want to see more My Hero Academia stuff, then please subscribe. And if you subscribe, then please hit the notification bell to be notified anytime I upload another video. Most likely these videos will obviously be uploaded on Saturdays. But other than that, there will be some more anime type videos coming in the near future. And yeah guys, I'm Trevor Plays, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next My Hero anime review. Bye guys, and see you next time.
Now the preview! All Might finally defeated All for One, his greatest nemesis. I'll be the one to take over One for All, and the mantle he left behind. Next time, end of the beginning, beginning of the end!